to Rob Ukulele. That was a short video of me playing along to Red Right Hand by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Also, of course, quite well known for being the theme to the TV hit series Peaky Blinders. And I'm going to show you how to play that on a ukulele. So I'm going to start off first of all, and we're going to focus on the rhythm part of the song, and then I'll move on to the melody that I play in that particular video. And at the end I'm going to throw in something that's not on the video, just an extra piece that adds even more spice to what already is a really spooky, sinister kind of tune. So stick around for that, because I think you really will enjoy that. Just a quick thing. I aim my channel at kind of intermediate players, and I tend to focus on pop, rock, blues, and instrumentals, introductions, solos, etc. However, the arrangements are all my arrangements, so I might change a key, I might change a chord shaping or some notation or whatever, because what I'm trying to do is make it sound good and accessible on a ukulele. Anyway, that bit out the way, we'll crack on with the song. So I've actually arranged the song in the original key, which is B minor. It's three main chords really. We've got B minor, we've got E minor, F sharp minor. And the chords are arranged in very much a 12-bar blues sequence. Some people also refer to that chord sequence triad as a 1-4-5. So B minor is the first in the scale, E minor is the fourth, F sharp minor is the fifth. So again, it follows very much the 12-bar blues progression that you hear in an awful lot of blues, rock and roll especially, and even in country music. So we'll get started first of all on the opening riff. So we come in on that B minor chord and that plucking sound that I play. So there's two elements really that are important in the way that I play that. First of all, you need to try and master pulling off the fretboard as you hit the chord to give it that deadening sound. Otherwise you'd have... And that would sound okay, but not quite as good as... So just try and focus on that to see if you can just ease off the pressure a bit on the barred finger. And that will give you that nice kind of percussive sound as well. So I'm playing tenor ukulele with a low G string. I do recommend the low G string for this particular tune. I always play low G, but a lot of my tunes will work on high G anyway, but this one really requires that kind of bass note. You can try it on high G by all means, not a problem. I just think it sounds a lot better with low G. Now the technique for that is, first of all, remember I'm not touching the first string at all. I'm just actually concentrating on strings 2, 3 and 4, and I'm using a technique rather than strum up and down. I'm actually plucking with my thumb and my first finger. So the low G with my thumb, and then I pull back up my first finger against the 2 and 3 string, just those strings, not the low G, and then repeat backwards and forwards, and it kind of rocks backwards and forwards. So that's one time when I actually have to flick back twice on the pull up. So it's... That might take a little bit of getting used to. You might notice I tend to rest my hand with my little finger kind of pivots against the body of the ukulele, and it just allows me to swing backwards and forwards as I do that. We then need to move to our E minor. Now there's a couple of ways of playing E minor that are quite common. A lot of people will play it just with 3 fingers like this. And then some people actually add in the 4th finger, so they're actually holding down the 4th string on the 4th fret, which you do need for this particular tune, because we need to hold that bass note that we had in the B minor when we move to the E minor. Now when I move to the E minor, I'll bring in the 1st string as well to give it just that little bit of top. And back to the B minor with just a 2, 3 and 4 string. Then we move to the F sharp minor. And now what I do in the video is I actually finger pick that piece just to give it a little bit more flavour and a little bit of variation. So I tend to play and back into rhythm. So that's how you master that plucking sound, and you know, I think it has quite a good representation. Actually, it sounds, you know, very recognisable. As soon as you play to people that on a ukulele, they say, "Oh right, okay, that's Red Right Hand or the theme tune to Peaky Blinders." So it's I think quite a successful tune to play on a ukulele. But I say I do recommend the low G for that if you can. So moving on, let's have a look now at the melody part. And again, notation is quite simple. For anybody really interested in notation, I have actually fully tabbed this out, and the tab will be available on my Patreon page. I'll put a link in the comments down below, but I think it's also my contact information as well. So you can go along and have a look for that. Just search through my Patreon page and you'll find the link to the PDF. And notation wise, fairly simple. So it's all kind of single notes, and we start off on the second string, second fret. So we're just going 2, 0, 2, 0. Then we go to our third string and we're going to use 2 and 4. Then 1 and 2. And then on our fourth string, 2 to 4. So. You just have to work at bringing that together nice and smoothly and put in a little bit of accents on certain notes. So. So you notice, you know, on some notes I kind of just take my time and slur into them, particularly that last two, and then some of the notes I'll also try and just kind of vibrato a little bit. And then the second piece, as we move up, when he goes up to the E minor, we move on to our first string. So it's kind of a repeat of what we did before. It's 2, 0, 2, 0. But then there's a little bit of a catch, because as we move down to the next piece, because the way the ukulele is tuned, it's not perfect intervals. So we then have to move on to our 3rd and 5th fret, and 2 and 3. So we're kind of a fret up to where we were in the first section, and then back. So. And again, kind of, I really take my time on that last bit to draw a little bit of tension. Then it goes back to the first sequence. And then on the final bit, then he's moving to the second string, 5th fret. And 3, 2, 5, 3, 2. Then it goes 3, 2, 0. And then back to the first sequence again. So that's the whole melody. As I say, you can either just kind of start this video to watch what I'm doing, or pop it onto Patreon and kind of download the tab. It's a fairly simple melody to play. It's just all about the way that you accent and put self-expression into the notes. So just try and add you know, a bit of vibrato with your finger if you can. And then some notes, maybe you don't have to pluck, you just slur. So like that. Again, I didn't pluck that last note, just pulled into it. So again, it's all about the expression. Okay, so we've done the plucking and the sequence now. I've shown you the melody. I did say I'd show you another part, and it's not covered in the video. It's not covered in my tutorial so far. But right at the end on the keyboard sequence, they add in another minor chord. So they go, and that's a C minor. So we've now got 4 minors going on, and it's very unusual to find 2 minors very, very close together because they're only a semitone apart in a song together, and it really attacks them. So it adds a huge amount of tension there. So again, try and master that if you can. I say it only comes in actually when the keyboard, the Hammond keyboard, is playing in the solo towards the end. But I just think it's a kind of really interesting piece to play along to. So there you have it. There's the lesson. If you like that, if you could please like down below and click on that thumbs up, that would be really fantastic. Even better, if you could subscribe to my channel, please. I'd really appreciate it. And I put, quite a few of these up, and I'm trying, I've got a huge list of ones that I want to do that I think would help intermediate players, so please do that. And please comment down below also if you've got any comments or questions about any of the tutorial I've done. I will get back to you and answer that. In between time, please enjoy the ukulele, and let's have a listen one more time to me playing the tune.